Deep in the forest, a Mustang lived freely. It was strong and fast, running through trees and drinking from rivers. Its coat was a shiny brown, and its mane blew wildly in the wind. People said it was the most beautiful horse they had ever seen. But one day, something terrible happened. The Mustang got hurt badly. Its herd ran away, leaving it alone. The horse tried to follow, but it couldn't. Pain filled its body, and fear shone in its eyes. It lay down under a tree, wondering, was this the end? The Mustang called out loudly. It hoped its herd would return, but no one answered. Hours passed, and the sun began to set. Shadows stretched across the forest. The horse felt cold and scared. Hunger and thirst drained its strength. It thought of the days when it had run free, surrounded by its herd. Asterisk, had they forgotten it? Asterisk, would anyone ever find it here? Asterisk, the Mustang lowered its head. For the first time, it felt truly, utterly alone. Morning came, but the Mustang was still weak. It tried to stand, but fell back down. Its muscles ached, and its breaths were heavy. Above, birds flew, chirping happily, free and full of life. The Mustang wished, if only I could be like them. It dreamed of running again, of feeling the wind in its mane. But then a sound, footsteps, coming closer. The Mustang lifted its head, heart pounding. A man appeared. He wore boots and carried a rope. Asterisk, could he help? Asterisk. The Mustang stared at the man but didn't move. It was too tired to fight, too weak to care. Its once shiny coat was now dirty and dull. The horse closed its eyes and imagined itself running free again. Then, a soft voice broke through its thoughts. Do not worry. I will help you. The Mustang listened, but it did not respond. Hours passed. The sun began to set, casting long, eerie shadows. The forest grew quiet. The horse felt even weaker. Asterisk, was this the end? Asterisk, tears welled in its eyes. Hope was slipping away. The man knelt beside the Mustang, his hand reaching out gently. The horse flinched, but did not run. The man smiled. You are strong, he whispered. We can fix this. His eyes scanned the horse's leg. It was swollen and bleeding. Without a second thought, the man stood and ran back into the forest. The Mustang watched him go, its heart pounding. Asterisk, was he leaving forever? Asterisk, but then minutes later, the man returned. His arms were full of supplies, water, bandages, and rope. The Mustang's heart beat faster. Asterisk, was there still hope? Asterisk. The man moved carefully, checking the Mustang's wounds. He cleaned its leg, pouring cool water over the swollen flesh. The horse flinched but drank slowly, its throat parched. The man sighed, looking around. The forest was dark, dangerous. He knew they had to act, fast. I need to get you out of here, he murmured. The Mustang's ears twitched. It listened but did not move. The man tied one end of the rope to a tree, the other around the horse's chest. He pulled, gently, but the Mustang could not stand. The man clenched his jaw. This was going to be harder than he thought. The man rushed back to his truck, parked far away. He grabbed blankets, food, medicine, everything he could carry. He even called for help. Soon, two friends arrived, their faces determined. One carried a shovel. The other brought fresh grass. Together, they planned their next move. We have to be careful, the man warned. His friends nodded. The Mustang lay quietly, watching them, its dark eyes wary, but filled with something new. Asterisk trust. Asterisk, the team got to work, digging around the horse's legs, loosening the thick, suffocating mud. The man wiped sweat from his forehead. All right, we try now. His friends grabbed the ropes. 1, 2, 3. They pulled hard. The Mustang's body shifted slightly, then sank deeper into the mud. The horse neighed loudly. Panic flashed in its eyes. Stop, the man shouted, raising a hand. He sighed, shoulders tense. It's not working. His friends exchanged worried glances. But no one was ready to give up. Let's try something else, one friend suggested. The Mustang lay still, breathing heavily. Asterisk, would these strangers save it? Or was it truly doomed? Asterisk. The man knelt beside the Mustang again, speaking softly. You're safe, we won't hurt you. His voice was calm, steady. The Mustang's wild heart pounded, but it listened. Slowly, carefully, the man reached out, touching the horse's neck. The Mustang flinched, but did not pull away. The rescuers smiled. Trust was growing between them. Hours passed as they dug, making it easier to lift the horse. The man handed the Mustang water. It drank, slowly, gratefully. Soon, the man whispered, "You'll run free again." The Mustang's eyes shone with something it hadn't felt in a long time, hope. The team needed a new plan. The man thought quickly. We'll use pulleys. He grabbed stronger ropes, tying one end around the Mustang's chest and the other to a sturdy tree. His friends double-checked the knots. This has to work, the man muttered. The Mustang's ears twitched. It sensed the tension, the determination. The team took deep breaths. Ready? The man asked. His friends nodded. The Mustang held its breath. It was time. Asterisk, would this finally be the moment it was free? Asterisk. On 3 we pull, the man shouted. Asterisk 1, 2, 3. Asterisk, the ropes tightened. The Mustang's body lifted, slowly, struggling against the weight of the mud. Its legs kicked, desperate for freedom. Almost there, the man urged, his muscles straining. The horse neighed, loud, frightened, but determined. Then, finally, the Mustang's front legs broke free. Cheers erupted from the team. Just a little more, someone shouted. The Mustang pushed harder, its body trembling. And then, asterisk, it stood. Asterisk, mud dripped from its coat, but it was alive and safe. The horse shook itself, its strong heart pounding. It had survived. The Mustang was free, but barely able to stand. Its legs wobbled, weak from exhaustion. The man rushed forward, guiding it gently toward a quiet spot near a stream. Easy, you're safe now, he soothed. His friends brought fresh grass and water. The Mustang ate, slowly, cautiously. Each bite gave it strength. The man sat beside it, whispering soft words. You're stronger than you know. The Mustang gazed at him, something new in its eyes. Asterisk gratitude, asterisk day by day. The horse regained its strength. Its coat gleamed once more. Its spirit returned. One morning, the Mustang limped badly. The man's heart clenched. The leg injury, it wasn't healing as fast as he'd hoped. He knelt, carefully checking the wound. It's okay, we'll fix this, he murmured, applying medicine. The Mustang twitched but didn't pull away. It rested for days, sometimes improving, sometimes worse. Doubt crept into the man's mind. Asterisk, what if it never recovered? Asterisk, but he refused to give up. Every day, he stayed by its side, singing, telling stories, keeping the Mustang's spirit strong. And then, one morning, the horse stood and took a step. Then another. Hope surged through them both. The man worked tirelessly, helping the Mustang regain its strength. He massaged its sore muscles, walked beside it, whispered encouragement. You're getting stronger, he told it. And the Mustang believed him. It tried harder each day. When it stumbled, the man was there lifting it back up. Friends visited, bringing treats, cheering it on. They admired its unbreakable spirit. The Mustang had been through so much, but it never stopped fighting. Neither did the man. Together, they proved, asterisk, nothing is impossible if you never give up, asterisk. Weeks passed. One day, the Mustang galloped across the field. Asterisk, fast, free, powerful. Asterisk, the man's heart swelled. Look at you go, he called, laughing. The Mustang stopped, turning toward him, its dark eyes filled with understanding and gratitude. The man stepped forward, resting a hand on its strong neck. Soon you'll be ready, he whispered. He knew the Mustang belonged in the wild. Their final challenge was preparing for its release. And when that moment came, would he be ready to let go? Before setting the Mustang free, the man made sure it was completely healthy. Every day, he checked its legs, teeth, and coat, carefully, patiently. "You're almost there," he whispered, running his hand along its strong neck. The Mustang nuzzled him gently, trust shining in its dark eyes. At night, they slept beneath the stars, side by side. Their bond had grown unbreakable. But deep down, the man knew letting go would be the hardest part. Still, he reminded himself, this was never about keeping the Mustang. It was about setting it free, The Mustang rested in a large paddock surrounded by towering trees. Birds chirped. The wind whispered through the leaves. It was peaceful. Safe every day. The horse ran a little faster, played a little harder, testing its newfound strength. The man watched, pride swelling in his chest. "You're ready," he murmured, but doubt tugged at him. Would it survive alone? Would it remember everything he taught it? He took a deep breath, pushing the thoughts away. The Mustang had come so far. It had overcome everything. And now, the world was calling. Each sunrise brought new energy. The Mustang ran faster, jumped higher, its wild spirit shining brighter than ever. The man stood at the fence, arms crossed, a soft smile on his lips. "You're unstoppable," he whispered. One evening, the horse climbed a small hill, gazing at the horizon. The man followed, standing beside it. Together, they looked at the endless stretch of wilderness. "You belong out there," he said, voice thick with emotion. The Mustang neighed softly, as if agreeing, and in that moment they both knew the time was near. Though the Mustang trusted him, it still feared others. The man introduced it to new people, slowly, patiently. Visitors brought apples and carrots, holding them out gently. The Mustang sniffed, hesitated, and then took a bite. Day by day, it grew more confident. The man knelt beside it. "Not everyone will be kind," he said softly, "but many will." The Mustang flicked its ears, listening, understanding. Its heart opened a little wider. It had learned something powerful. Not all humans were bad. The man knew the Mustang needed survival skills before its release. So, he began training. "Stop," he called. The Mustang halted. "Come." The horse stepped forward. It learned quickly, eager to please. The man laughed, running his hand through its mane. "You're incredible," he said. And yet every lesson, every step forward, made him ache inside. He loved this horse. But love meant setting it free. The Mustang deserved more than a paddock, more than fences. It deserved the world. And soon it would have it. The man had chosen the perfect place for the Mustang's release. A wide, open land near a river, filled with fresh grass and strong trees. The Mustang lifted its head, nostrils flaring as it caught the scent of freedom. It neighed softly, ears twitching with excitement. The man opened the gate and stepped back. "Go ahead," he said, his voice gentle. But the Mustang hesitated. It turned, looking at him, uncertainty flickering in its dark eyes. The wild called, but so did their bond. The man smiled, swallowing the lump in his throat. "It's okay, you're ready." The final days were spent reinforcing everything the Mustang had learned. The man led it to streams, teaching it where to find water. He showed it how to listen for danger, how to trust its instincts. The Mustang followed closely, understanding. It was almost time one morning. The man packed his things. His heart pounded. "Today is the day," he whispered. The Mustang followed him to the gate, ears twitching. It could sense something was different. The man knelt down, pressing his forehead against the horse's. "Thank you for trusting me," he whispered. The Mustang breathed softly against his cheek. This was goodbye. The man opened the gate wide and stepped aside. The Mustang stood still, muscles tense. For a moment, Time seemed to freeze. Then, slowly, it took a step forward. Another. Then, Asterisk, it stopped. Asterisk, the horse turned back, eyes locking onto the man. He waved, tears blurring his vision. Go on, be free, my friend. The Mustang let out a powerful neigh, its voice echoing through the valley. And then, Asterisk, it ran. Asterisk, its mane whipped in the wind, hooves pounding against the earth faster, faster, until it disappeared into the wild. The man stood there, chest rising and falling with deep, uneven breaths. He had done it. The Mustang was home. Days passed, then weeks. The man often thought of the Mustang, picturing it running wild, strong, free. People in town heard the story and it spread like wildfire. Children asked excitedly, what happened to the Mustang? The man always smiled, his heart full. It's out there, he would say, looking toward the horizon, running free. The Mustang's journey had changed him just as much as he had changed it. It taught him that kindness mattered, that patience and love could heal even the deepest wounds. And most of all, that letting go didn't mean losing, it meant believing. Months later, the man returned to the forest. He didn't expect to see the Mustang, but something caught his eye, Asterisk hoof prints, Asterisk fresh ones. His heart pounded. He followed them, tracing the path through the trees. Near a clearing, the grass was pressed down, as if a horse had rested there. A soft breeze carried a familiar scent. The Mustang had been here. The man smiled, a deep warmth spreading in his chest. It was thriving. It was home. He turned back toward his own path, knowing that life would go on, full of hope, full of new beginnings for both of them.